So, the other day I asked my Twitter reading community for some questions that they would like to have answered in a Q&A style video, and got some. I'm collecting more. Be good. One thing that at least a couple of people have touched on with different variations is basically, why do you work this job that sucks, that you hate, etc., etc. People think I could be doing better. I know I could be doing better because I have in the past. And while there's a lot more to say about this could be a much longer video or series of videos in itself. I figure I can just touch on a few big reasons why I'm still in this job. One reason, in a lot of ways, it's really not so bad. Or rather, at least it's not bad in the same ways that other jobs have been bad. I get to move around a lot. I don't consider myself the hyperactive variant of ADHD, but I'm also better off if I don't have to just sit in a chair for hours and hours. Another nice thing is that, most of my coworkers are pretty good. Some of them are kind of annoying, but because of the way we mostly work alone, so I only have little bits of overlap time with my coworkers, I'm rarely in the presence of one of my coworkers for more than an hour at a time, and often less than that, because while the shifts may overlap by an hour, we're not necessarily working together during that particular hour. One of us is shelving in the back or whatnot. And sometimes you can tolerate a person for 5 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour who would really get on your nerves after 8 hours or so, especially if you're in some kind of open plan office where there's just big long bench style tables like you're eating at medieval times, and you've got someone 6 feet away from you for the entire 8-hour day as they eat, they type, they breathe, they do all sorts of things that aren't annoying for the first 2 or 3 hours, but by the end of the day, maybe you don't have this problem, and in which case, congratulations, and you are very lucky, and that might be a good argument that you are not neurodivergent. Another good thing about the job, I get to listen to whatever I want. Music, audiobooks, podcasts, whatever. And when I say that customers are bad, they are bad in a variety of different ways, but for the vast majority of the people and vast majority of the time, they are not bad to me. People may annoy me with their, ignorance or any number of other things, but generally speaking, people aren't rude to me. I feel, a lot of people talk about feeling disrespected in customer service spaces, and I really don't feel like it's like that. Occasionally, yes, but I'm not a cashier at Kohl's that they see once every month or two. I'm the guy they see on a daily or almost daily basis for the chemical treats that they are accustomed and or addicted to. And for the most part, if I sell them what they want, they're cool with it. We don't really have trouble. So, and like I said, I feel respect. And it's a funny thing, side note, a couple different times recently, some of the homeless canners, people who regularly come into the store to turn in cans and bottles as, in many cases, their only form of income, or at least a serious supplement. In a short period of time, I had a couple different people come up and specifically thank me for being the only one who treats them with respect, or some variation of that, which I thought was funny, because I'm definitely not going out of my way to like make them feel good or anything like that. And in one sense, maybe it's like I feel like, well, I'm not doing anything special for them, I'm just treating them like everyone else. And maybe a lot of other people don't treat them like everyone else. Because what I figure is, if someone who's homeless, digging through garbage, honestly, to get cans to recycle, and is doing that on a regular basis, which this is not a dig on someone in that position at all, but I'm just thinking that because of the way society is and the way people are, that is someone who knows what it's like to be disrespected. Just whether people mean to or not, someone in his position is a very easy target. Some people might take issue with him for one reason or another. Some people might just use him as a scapegoat for whatever other emotions they have, which is another reason people are rude to customer service workers a lot of the time, is because they can't unleash their fury on the person who really makes them mad, possibly because they aren't even that self-aware of what the problem is. They just know or maybe they don't know there's tension building inside until someone says their coupon is expired and they snap at whoever that person is. Or maybe they do know who they're angry at, but blowing up, mouthing off to the person who they are angry at would have negative repercussions that would not come from being mean to the guy you see digging through cans to trade in. So like I said, I'm sure that someone in his position knows what it's like to feel disrespected. And if he didn't get that from me, especially when I'm not really trying to be specifically nice, I'm just trying to stand there and sell people stuff and give money for cans and not really invest myself in them. But I guess that's better for him than a lot of people are.